Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Gridiron Football Player of the Week show. I'm your host, Jace LeJeune, and I'm joined by Coach Tevin Cajuns as well from Fisher High School. Does an excellent job with the Gators. They're having one of their best seasons ever as well in the program's history. And then also, we're going to talk to our Gridiron Football Player of the Week as well. And that's Javen Lewis. So, Javen, congratulations on being a Gridiron Football Player of the Week of Week 9. We're going to go over what you did last week, and I know we're approaching the final week of the regular season. So, first of all, Javen, I just want to say congratulations. And what does it mean for you to be the Gridiron Football Player of the Week?
Um, I'm honored to be the player of the week because, I mean, everybody seen what I'm able to do and I'm capable of. And I'm just happy to have on my team and try to put everybody on notice so them two can win player of the week.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. You have yourself a really good week, and we're going to talk to Coach as well about his performance. But Javen, uh, if you are on this list to begin with, because we have about 40 nominees, and we narrow it down to about 15, and that's across the country. We've had nominees from Texas, Oklahoma, Alabama on this list as well as some Louisiana guys. But if you're on this list, I mean, that means you accomplished something already. So you've had, as a safety, that's a hard position to be on this list and compete with quarterbacks, running backs, receivers, the flashy guys, right? But you had 7 tackles, 4 solo, 3 assists, 2 PBUs, 2 interceptions, and a pretty impactful pick six as well, because it was a touchdown game, 33-26, and over young audiences charter, and the difference was having that pick six could be the difference. So, Javen, you got a lot. We also get some fan votes too, being part of the selection process and who we pick as player of the week. And man, did the Fisher community really go out and support y'all? I mean, I looked at it right here. 29,750 votes. It was unbelievable. Coach, I want to start off with you. Just talk about the support of this Fisher community in Mosquito, Louisiana. I mean, just talk about them going out and supporting this young man.
Man, we are a relentless community. Man, we support ours like it's no other, and just to be a part of it is loving. I mean, I grew up down here, graduated from Fisher, so I'm a true in, true out. But if you ask for help, you're gonna get it. That's for sure.
Yeah, you're definitely right. They went all out and supported you. Jamin, has that resolute to you? Thinking about 29,000, like 30,000 votes went to you. Like, has that really, um, have you ever really thought
Um,
in yet for you?
yeah, I'm just thankful for the community because, some of the other people, they only like 3 people, like, not that many people voted for them. And the community that has behind me, like, they was at work voting, they were at home voting for me. Like, they wasn't stop voting. They was always donating. They was making sure like I was winning because that's the type of community you have. Like, oh, we got a competition. They're gonna do their hardest to end up on top. Everybody on the field is hardworking people, so they was working hard for that. I'm just thankful for having them to support me through it.
Well, in order to be on this list and be nominated, either the fans or the coach, the head coach has to nominate you, and Coach Caggins did that. And so, Coach, you nominated his performance to be on Gridiron Football's Player of the Week list. So, what made you decide to like, hey, like I got to nominate my safety here, and for him to be in the running after his performance?
Just the he impacted the game. We first drive or two the the 2 PBUs we had to adjust. There should have been 2 more. And coaching me should have been 2 more interceptions. He could have been on that for 4 interceptions, but we
Okay,
made the adjustments in it. We made the adjustments, and then he walked into an interception for a touchdown, and then another later by just that simple adjustment. So being coachable, just that for me is huge. Being able to coach and listen to what we have to say, and then taking it to the field, and then the playmakers make the plays. We just put you in the spot.
there you go. Yeah, you got to put him in position, and Javen definitely took advantage of it. Got the pick six, got another interception in the game as well. Javen, break down that pick six, right? What did you see there, and yeah, break it down for us, and what allowed you to get that pick.
So it was trips, right? I think no, it was trips up on my side. And when we in trips, we always check three. And usually, like I don't know where I'm lining up, so I'll be lining like 12 yards deep and backpedaling. But Coach Tevin was like, you don't need to backpedal, stay at 8. They're gonna try to throw the underneath, bro. So I'm lining up at 8. I'm watching the routes all them develops. All right, let me just start getting back. I see the ball, the quarterback throw. I'm like, oh yeah. I was like, oh yeah, that's a pick. So I picked it off, and I'm surprised I ain't really dropped because every time I get an opportunity like that, I never capitalize on it. So I capitalized with the pick. I'm looking, I'm like, oh my god, all I see is green and gray. I see all my blockers, I see all my teammates in just green grass. So I just took off. And I just scored a touchdown. I ain't know what celebration to do. That was my first ever touchdown. And it came on Sin night, and I ain't know what to do. I never been so excited for me. I was like, oh my God, what should I do? What should I do? So I just started running around. I ain't know what to do.
You know what to
Then I
do?
see my coach. I was like, yeah,
Was that your first touchdown in varsity action?
yes, sir.
Okay, so like it's probably one of those things that you practice for it. You practice your touchdown dance. You know what you're going to do, and then when it happens, it's just like you just don't know what
It
to
just
do.
went
Right?
Throw
Like
it
crazy.
out the window.
you know what to do. You don't know what to do with yourself in the end zone. But coach, going back, talk about Javen as a football player, right? What sticks out most about him? I know he's a senior, right? So it'll be a good opportunity to promote him a little bit as well. But what sticks out most about him as a defensive back, and what should college coaches be looking in when they look for a player like him?
I mean, just speaking of him and along with this whole senior class, they've been through a lot. I mean,
Mhm.
the eighth grade year, Ida came through and smoked us. We didn't even know if we was gonna have a football program anymore. Um, we're currently still displaced, so we're not even at our real school. So like these Javen, the scene, they've all are very relentless like the community, and we just won't give up. And that speaks on him. He comes to practice every day. We practice hard. Um, it's like we got to work at the same time, and we compete in both of those. But a very athletic young man, and he's coachable when he's coachable but hard headed at the same time. He wants to do his own stuff, but we kind of put it together to make it all work. And it's just good young man. And if anybody passes on, they that's on them. I mean, we got a couple gems down the bayou, and everybody forgets about us, but
Mhm.
I wouldn't be the one to forget.
Yep. So I knew y'all were from around New Orleans. I knew y'all were in that area. But I was like, no, and the parent went, oh no, we're in Lafitte. We're in Lafitte. So
Yeah,
like,
we're about 20 minutes outside of New Orleans, south of
yeah,
New Orleans.
yeah. So make sure I'm gonna get that right this time around. So Fisher is in Lafitte. So I'm definitely gonna get
We're
that
about
right.
we're about a 30-minute boat ride from Grand Isle.
There you go. There you go. 30-minute boat ride from Grand Isle. I like it. Okay. Okay. So yeah, deep down there. I like it. Javen, for you, talk about yourself, promote yourself a little bit, right? I mean, why should college coaches recruit you, and why they should be looking at you to play football at the college level?
Um, I like to learn behind like coaches and stuff. Like they tell me something that I don't know. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna start practicing on my own, watching videos on how to do it right. And I'm just gonna be that guy that sit back and learn. I know how to wait my turn. I'm gonna practice every day. And if I feel like someone's starting above me, I could be. I'm gonna just keep going and going until I show everybody that like, hey, like I need that. Like I want to be that guy, that safety. I got that type of motive, and I'm respectable. I know how to get my stuff done, and I work hard.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Never too late to promote yourself, right? And the second interception. So, what was this before the pick six, or was this after the pick six?
It was after. I think it was like in the fourth quarter. I think.
Yeah, you would think after giving up a pick six, you would try to throw away from you, right? Were you a little bit surprised that it went right back after?
Yeah, cause I remember that when I was like, we was in cover trade game. He had a 10 and in, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
Mary on top of it. I'm like, no way he's throwing this. Like, I am playing in between both these routes. I'd rather take the deep route, try to make me flip my hips. And he threw the 10 and in, and he couldn't catch, so it just bounced off his hands. I was like, oh, yeah, that's two on the night. And I just dropped down, caught off the ground. I wish my knee wasn't down. 'Cause I could have probably had 2 pick sixes. My knee wasn't down. I'm taking that one to the curve, too.
And you would have figured out your touchdown dance by then, right?
Yeah, I had a touchdown celebration.
All right, Coach, what do you see on that second interception? Anything you want to elaborate on that or add on?
Oh, it's just same situation. He was, instead of backpedaling to 20 yards, he sat at 10, and it was either going to be a big hit or interception. Luckily, the kid tipped the ball and it fell right to his lap. And I mean, I should have took it to the house, but
Yeah.
off balance, his knee touched. It was kind of iffy, but
Yeah, I don't think I had possession of the ball at the time.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he made me
Well,
apologize to him after the game and during the game.
yeah. I got you. Well, let's talk about
They had like 2 big catches.
yeah.
They had like 2 big catches on the 4, and I'm like, Jay, you need to sit at 8 yards. He's like, oh, I need a backpedal. I'm like, no, you do not. He catches the interception. I said, come over here, say sorry. All right, my bad, coach. My bad. You right.
I was like, I need a backpedal. They're gonna beat me deep. He was like, name one time this season you got beat deep. I was like, none. He was like, exactly. You don't need a backpedal. I was like, yes, sir.
Well, you made up for it with the pick six. You know, but there you go. Like you made up for it, and
Yeah, absolutely.
that's a good apology that you can tell your coach. Just go out and make a play, right? That's a good as apology that coach is going to accept. So I think he's accepted your apology with that big play, David. Now let's talk about the season for y'all, right? I mean, really good season. I mean, 6-3. I mean, talked to coach before you came on, Javen, and another way to win. We're talking about best season. We're talking about best season in Fisher football program history. So, coach, about this group, we talked about the senior group earlier, but what has been some of the keys to success for this year's run and having the type of season that y'all have and having a chance to even host a playoff game would be huge for the program.
Man, I mean, I think offensively, defensively, and special teams, our effort has been out of this world. Like they are flying, or like the whole team is flying around like bullets. And then you combine that with execution, and we're very hard to beat offensively, defensively. We got 11 guys. This is the first year we're able to go 11 on defense, 11 on offense, and best 11 on special teams, which is crazy for a program. And I mean every level. Offensively, if you want to take away our run, then we're going to throw the ball in. If you want to take away our pass, then we're going to run the ball. Or RPO, we have a lot of weapons and ways to put people in position to score on defenses or take advantage of whatever the defense wants to give us. Defense is all 11 to the ball. We transitioned from a 3-3-5 to a 3-4 and with 2 high safeties, and it's been crazy for us defensively. It's big time, huge.
And going back to you, Javen, on the team success, how confident were you and the other seniors as well about what kind of season? What was this kind of the goal going into the season that y'all wanted to accomplish?
Yes, over the summer, I wrote on the board like season goals for everybody. So I was like, season goals. I wanted to go undefeated. I wanted to beat our rivals, Patrick Taylor, Haynes, and TJ. We wanted to eliminate exposing plays, make exposing plays. Like I wrote on the board all these things we needed to accomplish, and we accomplished all those goals. So I was really happy, and I was really confident in the season. And when we started winning games 6-3, I was like, "Yo, man, we just made history. We're going back to the playoffs." Like I was happy. I knew what our team was able to do because we had a bunch of new kids, 11 on 11. Starting offense, but starting defense every day at practice. I get to go against Jacob Boudreaux, one of the best receivers. And he helps me and I help him get better.
Yeah.
But yeah, going 11-11 ain't we not really that tight in the fourth quarter no more because we don't need to play offense and defense. So if it's a close game, hey, we gonna pull it off if it's close because we conditioned now, we not tired. And that's what happened against Young Guardians. We wasn't tired. So in fourth quarter, was able to come through and pull off the win.
Yeah, that makes a difference, especially when you don't have to play the entire game, and y'all playing at the 3A level, right, coach? So like
Yes, sir.
it's very important to at the 3A level to have some depth and have some guys you can rotate in and keep fresh and be fresh in the fourth quarter when games get tight. So that is very important. And coach, get a chance to talk about right now. I think we talked about y'all are like around that borderline as far as trying to get a home playoff. Home playoff game right
Yeah,
now?
yeah, we're at I believe 18 or
Okay.
18 right now. To get a home playoff game, you got to get to 16. So we would need a lot of shuffling, winning and losing to happen. People that we've beaten to win, and
Yeah.
the whole mathematics would have to fit in. But
Right.
right now they have us going against Parkview Baptist
Okay.
in
Okay.
Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
I think they 6-3 now with the change in record. Um, So we'll see, but I mean, we'll game plan for anybody. We'll be ready to go. We haven't been in playoffs in I think not 8-9 years, so just to be back is good. But once we want more than just be back. We want to win, of
Yeah.
course.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure, for sure. That'll be huge, and Parkview Baptist is definitely a big brand name. So if you can go and be a team like that, I mean, that's going to make even things even crazier as well. Javen, get a chance to talk about Coach. I mean, I know Coach is a Fisher legend. On the football field as a player back in the day. I know Coach is shaking his head, but I mean he was quite a player back in the day. So, Javen, has a coach or anybody shown you any highlights back in the day, right? That we
Yeah. I remember he first got there my 8th grade year, and he was on the 8th graders to play on varsity, and that was like, oh, he was good in high school. So I typed his name and on YouTube, and I seen this 2011. I was like, dang, he's like that. When he played at ULM, a D1 school, so
Yep.
I got a D1 coach, so I was happy with that. But me and him, we got like a love hate relationship, like almost every day. Like he left, but we'll fight, and but
Mhm.
like at the end of the day, we know like we just both know like what's best for us, and like we both gonna try to do what's right. But at the end of the day, like I'm gonna listen to him, no matter how many times he gonna scream at me. Like I'm gonna listen to him, even though I know how to get on his bad side, but I try my best to stay on his good side every time. But yeah, as an 8th grader when he came in, I started on kickoff. I was happy about that. In 9th grade, so I've been having him for 5 years, so able to see a smile on his face every now and then, makes me happy because I'm like, like I said, we got love hate relationship. So sometimes he just gonna be screaming at me, and I'm like, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. But yeah,
Yeah.
What I
he's
s-
one of the best
what I
coaches
say?
to have.
What I say? The day I stopped screaming, at just the day I stopped coaching you,
Yeah,
and the day I stopped
That's
loving you too.
perfect.
The day I stopped loving you.
Yep. That's true. That's
I, I
true.
could be I could be in the NFL. He's still gonna be screaming at me.
Ouch. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, absolutely, Coach. And for you, what? How cool is it for you? A place that you excelled at. Obviously you had a great high school career. You played at ULM, and to go back, go back to the place that really started your career, your playing days, and go back and have the opportunity to coach at the place that you excelled at. How rewarding that is for you.
Man, it's everything to me, to be honest. Because and I get to go back and give the young guys, the youth, and mentor them, and give them what I learned on my way out, or what I didn't know when I was in high school. That's my biggest thing. I want to give them what I didn't have, or just like any child, your own kid, you want to give them what you didn't have, or want them to be. And I want them all to be better than what I am, what I was, and then bring it to the community because we're one way out, one way in. So just to be successful in school and successful program, you're gonna be successful in life. I mean, I tell them all the time, it's football. Football is life, and they laugh and joke. But you can a lot of character, even any sport. Characteristics in sport brings to life decisions, and it helps.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's really cool just going back and helping the school and helping the community out. And I know Javen was curious about the surprise. I told him I had the option of either telling him before we started recording or when we're recording, like, hey, just give me a surprise, give me a genuine reaction. So we're going to tell him. But Javen, not only your Gridiron Football Player of the Week, but you will have another opportunity to play another high school football game because you're playing in a Gridiron Football All-American Bowl game. So congratulations, man.
Wait, thank you.
Congratulations, man. Well deserved. Well earned.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be at the end of the year. It's going to be on Monday, December 30th. There's going to be players from that you'll be competing not only in Louisiana. We got a lot of players in Louisiana playing in it, but we also have players in Texas, Alabama, Florida. So we're going to have a lot of guys from that have been all district, all state type of players. And Javen, you get one more opportunity to play another high school football game and a bowl game at the end of the year. It's going to be in Baton Rouge, so not too far from y'all in Baton Rouge
Yes,
at
sir.
Memorial Stadium. So Javen talked about the honor. I that the expression was priceless, seeing the reaction, but I talked about just your initial reaction of getting a chance to have another high school football game and playing a Gridiron Football American game.
I'm just thankful. I'm very happy to play the All-American game. Like, I don't, I don't know. I'm kind of speechless right now. I'm happy because I get to show my skills and my talent against like everybody else now on a big stage, and I get to meet new people. Talk
Yeah,
to like new guys, meet them and all, greet them, see like what type of skill level I'm at against everybody. Um, I don't really. I'm just happy. I'm very proud. I get to play one high school game. I'm not saying the All American, but
yeah,
like that's big. But going against the other best players in that district, in that state, like I knew I was the best DB in 3A. I tell Coach Seven that every day. I tell Coach Seven that, and I tell them that. I'm just happy. I get to show my skills now.
yeah. That's awesome, man. Congratulations, and
Thank
uh,
you.
yeah, you got an opportunity there to have one high school game. And coach, but just talk about that, the opportunity for him to play one more high school game at the end of the season.
It's huge, man. Hey, take every game for don't take every game for granted.
Yeah,
Okay, you gotta play every game full out because it could be your last. You never know when it's gonna be last. You got lucky, you got another one. We got
Yeah,
this week. We got tonight. We got the playoff game, and then now look, you got one more.
yep,
Okay, so you get on the field, you play it all ball out.
yep.
Don't talk about it. Be about it.
yes, sir.
Absolutely. Well, that being said, Coach, y'all do have more football left to play. So we're going to end it here. I know y'all have Thomas Jefferson tonight, so not going to try to take too much of y'all time because y'all got to get ready for that game tonight. But
Yes, sir.
tell me a little bit about Thomas Jefferson. I think they're trying to get to 500 as well. I think they're 4-5, but talk
Yeah,
about the challenges that they bring.
they're 4-5, but I think their record deceives them. I went and watched a couple of their games that they should have won. They should have beaten Haynes. They had a kickoff return for a touchdown called back on a questionable penalty, and then they ran a reverse pass that was dropped in the end zone. So you're talking about a 10-point game. They have 14. That changes the game. So they could this very well could have been for the district championship or whatever. So then another one they played Centerville early in the game was winning, and I think a turnover or something. One point game. Like their record this season, they're very talented. They have a really good running back and Bryce Wilkinson.
Yep.
I think he rushes for like 100 yards a game, coach. So
Mhm.
he's gonna be tough for us to stop. But I mean, we're not scared. We're not scared. That's for sure. And I think they made us homecoming. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Bryce is definitely a familiar name to us. He's been a Player of the Week nominee a couple of
yeah,
times this year, so that's definitely been a familiar name for us.
yeah.
And also, Coach, final question. I got one question for each of y'all, but first with you, Coach, what is your message to your team, knowing that one more regular season game left, but the playoffs coming up? What's your message as we really reach that final stretch? I would say that third season. You got non-district, district, and playoffs. So as we hit that final stretch.
See, we can't get comfortable. 6-3 is nice, but what's better than 6-3, Jay?
7-3,
And what's better than 7-3?
the home playoff game.
8-3. You
8-3,
keep going
yeah,
from there, then
8-3.
you get
Then it's
complacent. You get complacent. You get comfortable. And people that get comfortable, they don't get better. They don't progress. So
yeah.
we don't. Complacency is not allowed in our locker room.
Yep. And then, David, my final question for you. is what kind of team, once y'all go into playoffs and the other team sees y'all on the playoff bracket, what kind of team should they expect when they play in the Fisher Gators?
Don't sleep on us like every other team did. Don't sleep on us. Like we will go out there and shock the world. Like we got an excellent defense that will shut out your offense the whole game out. And we got an offense that's gonna execute. Like they see everybody see Fish and it was like, oh, like that's a team that can't win games. Like that's a team that can do this. Like they reflect on our past, but like this is not a team we had in the past. Like this team is better. This team made it in the history books, and we trying to make it in the history books again with a playoff game. I want to win that playoff game. Like I want to just keep this history going. Like, I don't want this history to end just because we had a playoff game. So every team that sleeps on us because we're in the playoffs, y'all better be ready because we coming. We coming. This been a long time waiting. I've been waiting for this since my 8th grade year to make the playoffs. So I'm coming. I'm bringing my A game. I bring my A game every game. So everybody be ready for Fisher Gators in the playoffs.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna leave y'all guys to it. So appreciate Coach and Jaden for coming on and spending some time on game day as well. So I do really appreciate that. I'm gonna let them be, but appreciate everybody that's watched this Player of the Week show. In case the Fisher community, of course, I might get 29,000 people going out there like, hey, what does Jaden win? I was like, well, I guess an interview with us, but Jaden also will receive a Gridiron Football Player of the Week Letterman jacket pack. So you'll get a chance to put that on his Letterman jacket. That'll be mailed in a couple of weeks. Actually, we got the Letterman jacket patches right now. We're actually going to be mailing them out. So any day, David, you should be getting those in. So
Yes,
that'll be awesome to put that on your Letterman jacket. And he also, Daryl, who posted the article, he actually pinned it on our social media. So he'll be on top on our social media as well for the next couple of days, too. So, appreciate you, Coach, and David.
Thank
Congratulations
you.
on
thank
Football Player
you.
of the Week. Good luck tonight. Good luck the rest of the way in the playoffs. And guys, we'll see you all next week. Last time in the regular season. This is the 10th time and final time in the regular season that we're going to pass these out. So, check us next week for a Gridiron Football Player of the Week for Week 10.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.